Zoth versus Rokara.
Dude, Yu-Gi-Oh is a nuts game. It's pretty fun, and don't get me wrong, it's got an insane TV show. Like, it's amazing. We're gonna look for the wheel, because the wheel is literally the only card that matters in this entire matchup, actually. Well, Doomkin's also pretty good. Those two cards are really important. We got Doomkin. But the problem with Yu-Gi-Oh is you think power creep in Hearthstone's a lot. Dude, power creep in Yu-Gi-Oh and lack of interactivity is even more. You can literally win games in 1 to 2 turns in Yu-Gi-Oh. Like, moderately consistently. Maybe not super consistently, but fairly. Do I want to play the weapon this turn to heal up because I've already taken some damage? No, we'll just trade that away. It's fine for now. Forge of Wills turn 3, this turn 4. Very, 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 very good. Yu-Gi-Oh's like playing solitaire? Yeah. What do you mean 5 negates on 1 board isn't enough interaction for you? I mean, I guess in some ways it does have the interaction because you do have traps and stuff, which is something that obviously Hearthstone doesn't have. But it's more of just the fact that they can completely, like, if you don't have that one specific card to stop them on that one turn, they basically just combo off and fill their board and fill their set zone or whatever it's called. I forget what it's called actually, because it's been so long since I played Yu-Gi-Oh. But they just, if you turn 1, they can just like set up a game-winning board that locks the other person out of a game. Could be Blade Storm. I don't really want to make a copy of this yet. You know what? There's no reason not to. I'm actually gonna do it. Last time I tried to play around Blade Storm and they only ran 1 copy of it because it was a Highlander deck and it didn't. Okay, well, shit. Well, we coin out Doomkin next turn, we play another Doomkin, and then we basically just hope to find the Wheel of Death as quickly as possible because we are taking quite a bit of damage. Drain Soul's nice, but it's not particularly good. It can be another Doomkin plus this, which isn't bad. Yu-Gi-Oh is not a card game, it's a puzzle game. If you assemble all the correct puzzle pieces, you just win. Like the Millennium Puzzle. The Millennium Puzzle, whatever it's called. Yu-Gi-Oh really is the believe in the heart of the cards game though. Still no good cards. I think I would rather find Sargeras than the 15-15 here. Genuinely, I think it's just better. This plays around Blade Storm pretty well. Brawl, if he plays the Garrosh Gift and brawls, I have a 50% chance of having a 6-12, which is pretty good. Sanitize? Fuck. I could life tap, but I think life tapping here is kind of bad. Because I am getting kind of low. I don't know if they can really pressure lethal super well as a warrior, but I'm not gonna put it past him. Yikes. I don't know, maybe I should have just life tapped there. Because again, the only card that matters is the wheel, so drawing for the wheel is probably pretty good. Okay, infinite taunt minions. We got Phantom anyway. Infinite taunt minions if you don't mind. Thank you very much. The reason why this is important is 1, he cannot play Reno for at least 1 more turn. 2, there's a chance that he's not even going Highlander. That sucks, but we still do get infinite taunt minions, which is relevant, I guess. Oh, wow. He is able to hit face. That is very good for him. Wowzers. Not ideal. How did he play Phantom? Because Phantom is good when you use Wheel of Death to destroy your deck. But the problem is I can't play Symphony of Sins or this before I draw Wheel of Death because that dilutes my deck quite significantly, which is not good. Sure, they're still looking for Odin, I'd assume, which is why they're using that to draw cards. They're also possibly looking for Reno. I'm just hoping to draw Wheel of Death first, but they've drawn almost as many cards as me, which I just realized now, which is kind of nuts. Do I ever just play Symphony of Sins and just go for it? It dilutes my deck, but I don't really know how else I'm supposed to fucking win. I don't even know if I can win. Do I have to play Symphony of Sins here? No. I really don't think so. We've got decent enough pressure. He still has duplicates in his deck. He still has half of his deck left, which means he has to have some duplicates. Loken into Phantom is always an insta-win versus Death Knight and Nature Shaman. That's moderately true, but the problem is, I don't know why he didn't hit the 1 first. I guess 3, 4, 4. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. We'll just do a table flip next turn. The problem is against a warrior, they have so much removal that it's better to go for Sargeras for the infinite taunt value than anything else, in my opinion. Why would you do that? I'm confused. I don't understand what's happening. I feel like you just wasted... Oh! You wanted to just push 7 damage face for some reason there. I don't know if I like that play. Could be Reno next turn, but I'm honestly doubting that it is. I heal off of this, which is nice. We get the Speaker Stomper. I can trade this, but it doesn't really change what I do here. I guess I could. It doesn't really affect me. Fracking's not bad. I guess we take Ziliax and we lose both of these two things here because the healing and taunt and rush and whatever is good. This helps me against fatigue, but I've already got Symphony of Sins for that. So then it's just gonna be boom for a slightly bigger minion. This says enemies, right? All enemy minions. So this is 4, and then this is 2, and then we'll make a copy of the 9, and then we'll have 2 3s, or 2 4 HP and 2 3 HPs to play around Bladestorm. We've got a good amount of taunt minions. He probably can't play Reno right now because he has so many cards left in his deck. If he can play Reno, you know what? Fuck me, I guess. At the end of the day, if he got lucky enough to have all of the duplicates somehow, sure. Oh! Alright. I'll play Ziliax and kill this off, I guess. No! Come on, man! Why? No! Please don't destroy. I mean... Fuck, dude. That's not good. Actually, it's not that bad either, but because, like, if he doesn't have Odin yet, that definitely stalls out for Odin. Or it definitely could dilute the deck for Odin. Speaker Stomper. I do have to play Ziliax here regardless, even if I draw the wheel this turn, because I have to kill off the 13-11 Yogg-Saron. But that's okay. We do kill him off. Still plays around Bladestorm, gets us to a decent amount of HP here. I'm happy with the state here, but it's okay. As soon as I saw Ignis, it was GG. I mean, it's close. I can't believe this is the 4th game in a row where Wheel of Death has been in the bottom 6 cards. Oh! Oh my god! But it wasn't even in the bottom 6 because I wasn't even able to get it with the fracking. It's like 7 to 12. Give it to me, please! Thank you. Thank goodness gracious, dude. You have no idea how much that means to me. Oh. Let me... Fine. It could still be Reno. But he hasn't played Odin yet. And we've applied quite a bit of pressure. So, we've got Symphony of Sins plus Fizzle Snapshot, which are both good cards. We've got a little bit of healing and removal, which is nice. That's one angry Deathwing. Dude, that Deathwing destroyed me. What do you lose here, buddy? Lose something good. Lose Odin. Please. Okay, useless. That card's decent, I guess.
This is not what we stood for.
Sure, alright, no problem. That means he's trying to find Odin. Let me burn some cards, please. Actually, we'll go Fizzle first, so we can get another Symphony of Sins, possibly.
Everybody, pose for the camera!
Burn his cards! I don't really want to waste this, because again, if he has Reno, I kind of just get boned. I'd rather save that. We can just deal 6, heal 6. I think it's fine. Boom, boom. And then these both go face. It's fine, man. It's fine.
My hand is stuffed.
Oh, he lost such useless cards. Reno? Oh, shit! No! No, 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 no. Oh, that's bad. Oh, that's bad, bad. That's like really bad, really bad. Goodness gracious. Ecore, is Wheel of Death doable without the 30 cost card legendary? I mean, I would say it's doable. No! You hit the 15! Oh my gosh, I'm tilted, man. I cannot believe that it hit. I had that game. It was over. I want to save this until after he plays Reno. I don't want to play it now. There's really no reason to. Yo, me looking. Hey, Warshak, how's it going? Hello, hello, hello. How are you on this fine? Actually, it's not afternoon. I'm streaming early today. That's crazy. That it's not, you know, like 4 p.m. I think this is winning, but I don't know. Ooh, okay. Sick. Alright, you get to kill this off. Alright, bet. But all I gotta do is survive like 2 more turns, right? And I just win regardless, so I don't think this really matters. Ow. How many turns are left? Is it not just 1 more turn? Do I not just win next turn? How many turns are left? Okay, yeah, it is just 1 more turn. Camera looking real good. Well, I appreciate that, man. I'm trying my best. Oh! There's no way that kills me. There's no way I'm dead. Jack, 1 sec. By the way, if you want to take out the wing welding, you definitely can. It's not necessary. It's only there to help you against early, like, board aggro decks, like Pain Warlock for the most part. But if you're not playing against a lot, you can definitely take out 1 wing welding for something else to help you draw a few more cards. But I'm pretty sure this game's just over. Love to see it. Oh wait, he's just gonna concede. Sick. I'd like to find Doomkin and Wheel in this matchup because I'm pretty sure they'll just OTK me. Symphony of Sins is okay, but again, I'd still just rather find better cards. I'd still rather find my win conditions. What do you give me? I think honestly in this matchup, Speaker Stomper is probably better, but a 15-15 isn't bad, but I think it has to be Speaker Stomper. Speaker Stomper is just so important in this matchup to potentially stop him from OTKing me. Hunters are nuts, true. I mean, I shouldn't have lost that game. The fact that I drew 1 removal spell, literally if I drew 1 more Drain Soul, 1 more Table Flip, 1 Wing Welding, or if Symphony of Sins had given me a decent card, like I should have won that game. But it just wasn't in the cards. Sargeras would have been too slow, but all those other removals would have been fantastique. But it's okay, it happens. I was super close to winning the game too. If I had lived one more turn, I think I win. But it's okay, it was a hard game. You're very good. Let's go this and life tap. I'd rather start healing a little bit first, I guess. There's no real reason not to heal right now. All right, that's fine. I want to play you on 6 and then you. Well, it could be you first. I'm trying to think if it's better to play this first or this first. Because this slows them down actively, but this could get me like Sargeras. What do you get me? A Speaker Stomper? I don't need a second Speaker Stomper. Let's trade that away. He doesn't know that I have one in my hand already. We got Wheel of Death. Okay, so I think that means we play you, so we can play you immediately. And now I do kind of wish I had the second Speaker Stomper just to slow them down. Loken's gonna be useless. Wait. That's fine. I'll play Mortal Eradication next turn just to see if it's Counterspell, because I feel like Counterspell could be kind of a big deal. Reason you play Soul Freeze, it's a 1 mana card that stops 3 potentially big minions from attacking. It's just a good card. It's just a solid card. Not really surprised. I don't really take any damage in fatigue because I have this, so I don't take 4. I take like 1, 2, 3. I take 10 less damage in fatigue. I only take 5 damage in fatigue unless they run Restaurant Viper. Also, Loken is kind of a useless card now, but it's fine. It'll be fine. It's fine. I don't really mind any of the things they're discovering now. We know that that's Counterspell, which means I can't commit next turn. I'm gonna play Doomkin next turn. Might seem weird, but I think playing Doomkin next turn is correct because I don't have a free spell that I can just play. Okay, cool. Does he fireball my face? No way, it's Arcane Intellect. You're gonna fireball my minion? Oh, you're gonna frostbolt my face. Why would you not fireball? I guess Infinitize could work here. Okay. Yeah, we know that it's Counterspell, so we can't commit this turn. We have to commit next turn. We have a little bit more mana. This Warrior list looks messy. Why does it look messy? What about it looks messy? I mean, you've got the Forge of Wills with a couple of big minions package. Speaker Stompers to stop Nature Shaman and OTK Mage. Ziliax is a bit slow, but it's a big late game potential win condition. I would say Fizzle is probably the most clunky card in this, along with Wing Welding. But this is to stop Pain Warlock, and Photographer Fizzle is just a good value card. I'll play this next turn, so that way I can bait out Counterspell and this. Because if I do them on different turns, there's a world where they can just get another Counterspell and kind of wreck me. But like Photographer Fizzle and Wing Welding, maybe. I guess those depend more on the matchups that you're going. You could possibly run like a Restaurant Viper to trade away to deal with maybe Warrior, or some sort of heal / removal. Defile would be very good if you want to run that instead of Wing Welding potentially. I don't know. Never thought about Fizzle in this deck, but it's quite interesting. I mean, I also think Fizzle's pretty good because it can basically, like, if you set it up, you can guarantee that it's your next draw, and you can also guarantee that all the other cards in your hand are really good, right? Like, if I have Sargeras and Ziliax in my hand, I can basically play Fizzle and guarantee that I get more of them. To be fair, though, The fact that both of these cards cost 9 means I can't play Fizzle and them on the same turn anyway, so maybe not. Maybe it's not good. I don't know. This is not my deck list, though. If it were my deck list, I'd probably take out Fizzle and one Wing Welding, and then put in like 2 Defiles or something else. Wheel of Death! This gives him a tradable, but I guess it doesn't really matter. Next turn, it'll be like you plus, I don't even really know. All of these are pretty useless. I don't need to play this until like 2 turns from now. So I could play Reno and a new weapon. We'll see. You can play 2 wheels. That's awesome. I wonder how that works. If you play a second wheel, does it reset the timer? How does that work if you play a second wheel? Oh, does it reset the... I don't know. I don't know how that would work. I don't really want to try it. But now I'm kind of curious for science. Play Mech Warrior? I mean, is Mech Warrior even playable right now? I don't know a lot about Mech Warrior. I know that it looked good during the theory crafting, but then as time elapsed, I was like, wait, this might not be that good. I'm gonna play that. I don't necessarily want to use the harp yet. I could probably play it next turn. Gaining armor actually makes the most sense to me. Let's do that. We can play the weapon next turn and then Speaker Stomper the turn after that. But then the problem is they do still have 1 turn where they can realistically kill me, which is a problem. It's a big problem, actually. It's a huge problem. They have basically 1 turn where they can realistically kill me with Sif. And that's the problem with only having 1 Speaker Stomper, and I shouldn't have traded the other one. If I lose because I don't have a second Speaker Stomper, I deserve to lose. Sure. And it's been forged, okay. Give me something that like heals, maybe? I don't know. I mean, what cards are you gonna destroy? There's nothing to destroy. Oh, that's not bad. I play this next turn and I should win. Assuming they can't play Sif. If they can play Sif, I lose, obviously, but we'll see. Is this deck worth crafting right now? I mean, it's pretty good. I've been doing pretty well with it, but again, if you don't want to craft a bunch of different legendaries, you could definitely refrain from playing it for a bit, I guess. No shot, dude. Come on. He's getting ready to OTK me. No, no, no. Stop, please. For the love of God, stop. Come on. We don't take damage from fatigue.
Runs out on me.
No, stop, please. I'm begging you. Oh my gosh. I'm taking so much damage. It's so disastrous. No minions for me to play Mortal Eradication on. Boom. Draw a card. This heals me a little bit more, actually. Fun fact. It's actually for the heal, because next turn I don't take damage either. So, Sif. Can they play Sif? And then a couple of damage spells. If they play double Snake Oil, it's still not enough damage, because that would only be... Actually, I don't know how many spell schools they've played. They played Fire, Arcane, Shadow, Bell. They haven't played like in nature. Yeah, that should be okay. I should be fine. Recently quit Yu-Gi-Oh for Hearthstone 2. Fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah, I quit Yu-Gi-Oh years ago. Several years ago. I like turtles. Hey man, how's it going? I like turtles too. I think you win. I think I win too. I would like to. I'd appreciate a W. I mean, I'm pretty sure it's just GG, right? This is just BM. I'm gonna stop. Just in case I miscalculated, I'm doing this to maybe stay alive. But I get the animation. I don't know how I miscalculate counting, especially because it shows me the wheel. But just in case there was a visual bug or something, I would like to have a board so I don't die immediately. I think that's reasonable. Another Death Knight. Okay, we don't necessarily want to keep Sargeras. We don't really want to keep Table Flip. Maybe we do if we get a big enough hand relatively early. I don't think I want to keep Sargeras though is the problem because like, yeah, he's kept 55% of the time and he has a good win rate when kept. But the problem is if I don't find Doomkin, this is significantly worse. But you know what? I'll listen to the stats. I'll keep it. Generally speaking, if the kept rate is more than 50%, or I guess 50% or better, whatever you want to call it, I'm pretty okay with it. Do I want to lose Symphony of Sins? The answer is not really, but I'll take another fracking. I hated losing Symphony of Sins and Table Flip, but there are better cards in my deck that I'm trying to find.
Solves any problem.
Dark Alley Pact is cool. We'll life tap, and then we'll go life tap into this, and then on turn 4, we'll just play this and hope for the best. I'm fine with that. It's not particularly big. It's good damage, I guess, but it's not like life-threatening currently. Would I rather play this first or this first? I don't think it really matters, because if I have 3 mana, I mean, I guess if I get like Drain Soul off of this, maybe, but I still don't want to pick Drain Soul most of the time. Oh. Okay, which one's more important here? Reno or Doomkin? Doomkin's the thing that gives me the mana that I need to actually win the game. Reno, however, if I play Wheel of Death, could also just straight up win me the game. But the problem with him is I need a Wheel of Death for it to actually work, whereas Doomkin is just good on turn 6. So I think I'm gonna take Doomkin and life tap. I hated losing Reno there. I hated losing Reno there. And we end up getting Drain Soul off of that, which is not the worst. We can play Dark Alley Pact, and then after that, we can do something a little bit spicy. And we still have infinite value with Sargeras, so it's not like it's the worst thing in the world. What's your win rate right now? I've been streaming for 9 minutes. That was my first game, and I won. Morning, Ecore. Good morning, Tess. How's it going? But Dark Alley Pact seems pretty good. Hopefully he doesn't do the thing that gives it poisonous. We got Wheel of Death, which is pretty nice. It's pretty nice, I would say. That's also pretty nice. We play this, we play you on 6, you on 8 along with this, and then we'll play Sargeras, and then we'll play Aziliax, and just try to heal as much as possible. Okay, they're drawing a bunch of cards, so we're gonna have to kill off this 2/4 eventually, but that's okay. All right, they do have enough to kill off everything, actually. Which means we cannot kill off this 2/4, unfortunately. He's gonna overdraw a card, it seems, which is okay. I think I have to play Fizzle after I've played the other cards, unfortunately. Okay, he doesn't get the tradable, which is probably fine for him. All right, hoping for Mortal Eradication here. I feel like statistically it's unlikely, but we're hoping for it. Table Flip. Life tap, Table Flip, Drain Soul. Or just Mortal Eradication is even better, because that's perfectly 5 and it heals me. That's literally perfect. Oh, that was exactly what we wanted. He loses a good card, something that generates some resources. I play Doomkin into Wheel, into, I guess, maybe Ziliax first. It depends on what I need to do. Really?
My blood for the Lich King!
Wow, that actually hurts me quite a bit. That was a really good play on their part. I think it should be, it should be talked about that they saw my win condition is Doomkin into Wheel of Death, and they played around it. Whether it's because they actually intended to play around it, or it's because they accidentally did it, I don't know. But still very, very good. Next turn, I'll play this plus maybe Soul Freeze to buy myself some time into the Wheel of Death. No fucking way, dude. No way! How do you hit him again? Hit the Zilliax or the 15-15, you fuck. Oh my god, dude. I'm gonna lose my mind. That's the second time in a row Sargeras was pulled from my hand, even though I had like 3 other minions in my fucking hand. Holy shit, dude. That was literally the worst case scenario. Anything else being pulled is fine, even Fizzle, because I don't care about him. Oh my god, dude. That's actually devastating. That's actually devastating, and I don't think I can recover from that. Holy shit. Back-to-back hard counterplayed. Wow. I mean, Cold Feet was just a good play, I think. Cold Feet was just a good play, like a good discover. The Dirty Rat hitting the 25%. Wow. I'm glad that he did that this turn, though. I don't know why he did it. But this is fine, honestly. I'll play this next turn. We don't need to play this right now. I can take 1 fatigue damage. I want to use it when the fatigue damage is a little bit more anyway. Also, having reverb is nice. We actually have a pretty decent hand, I would say. Because we can play Fizzle at some point to just get more copies of these good cards and take 1 less fatigue damage. Yeah, it's fine. I'm cool with this. Thank you so much for the follow. Oh, the Prime. Thank you so much, Luigi. It's spelled a little bit weird, but I think that was Luigi. But I'd rather get a slightly smaller minion. Or a slightly bigger minion. Does that matter? I'd rather have a second Dark Alley Pact in my deck. So let's just go boom into boom. And it's just gonna be a 5-5, but that's okay. Do I want to play the harp right now? Saves me a mana later? Sure, why not? I could life tap because I'll get another one off of Fizzle anyway. You know what? Fuck it. Let's do it. I'll get another one off of Fizzle anyway. It's not actually that big of a deal. It's actually not a big deal at all. Good to see you, Ecore. Early stream hype. Thanks. Well, no problem. I appreciate you being here. Did the meta change at all aside from seeing less Demon Hunter? For the most part, it's just less Demon Hunter. Ow. We play this and let's just heal up a bunch. It's just nice. It's just a good play, I think. Heals me up quite a bit. We're back up to 27 HP. This'll keep me from taking fatigue 1 turn. Fizzle Snapshot gets me a whole new set of things. We can play another weapon after that. Yeah, I don't really care about you healing, to be honest with you. I don't think that that really matters to me at all. I think I care about that a negative amount. We take no damage here. We play Fizzle Snapshot. We should be able to play 2 table flips. Table. I could have reverbed one of these, but I don't think it's really that important. I'll go boom, hit, and then I'm pretty sure I'm fine. This deck is fun and interactive, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my goodness. Even after they got Sargeras too, that felt really bad. No! Let me take 4 damage. It's not the end of the world here. I mean, they're not endless. The fact that they destroyed the weapon's annoying, but it doesn't really do anything. I take 2, 4, 9. Because this next one should be 5, right? Wait, I miscounted. But I'm pretty sure it's just GG, right? just in case, I'll do this.
Say cheese.
I'll just do that. My bad. I don't know why I soul froze. This game is so over. GG, well played.
I am broken.
Was that a little bit BM? Yeah. I like the weapon. It's actually a really high win rate when kept, and I think it's just a decent card to play for some healing early on. So I'll probably play it turn 1 and just try to out-tempo. Why not freeze? Because freezing, I mean, it doesn't matter. The freezing wouldn't have done anything. It wouldn't have changed anything. I'm still dead in like 1 or 2 turns, but I need to try to freeze at a better time, if that makes sense. Like, freezing at that point means I probably just die 2 turns later. I have to freeze after I make a big play, like play the Wheel of Death. So that way I can buy a turn, so I can play, like, Zilliax the following turn or something. I'll try this. Actually, we'll go Fracking first. This is just better. Wow, I like all of these cards. I'm gonna take Forge of Wills, though, because I think Forge of Wills is absolutely broken, especially against Paladin. If they can't fight for the board, they just lose.
State your case.
I'll just like that. There's nothing really else to do here.
Gaze into the horizon.
Oh, you're Highlander. That was not expected. That's crazy. Okay, I'll still play this and then play another one plus the weapon and then just hope for something moderately big. You'll never be number 1? I mean, that's a crazy thing to say. I mean, I'm probably a higher rank than you, but thank you so much for your content and the interaction. I appreciate it a lot. Boosts me in the algorithm. If you want to keep saying mean things for no reason, by all means, go ahead. Freezing into drawing table flip was your only out, or just sacrificing Sargeras? I mean, yeah, like I said, all of the sacrifices and the outs are so bad that I'm probably just dead anyway. And it wouldn't have mattered because it doesn't kill Sylvanas regardless, so the 5/5 still lives. And I'm probably just gonna take a bunch of damage anyway. It's like, it didn't really matter what I did there. Not super anyway. Loken, I mean, I can't play him yet. I'm trying to think here. I could go for like a soul freeze on these bigger minions. I actually separated these pretty well. I don't think they play, okay, what spell could they use? They could play the one that pumps them up whenever they attack, which would be a bit of a problem. I'd like to play Loken for a 15/15 and then make 2 copies of it and then kill this off and a couple of other things. I don't think I need to reverb. Then again, reverbing the 4/6 doesn't sound terrible to me because it does have to hit it twice. Let's see here. I don't really want to life tap, although it does heal me. I could life tap, play this, and just freeze these things, kill off a 1. Heals up a decent amount. Yeah, we'll see what we life tap into first. We gain some HP. Wing welding, not really that particularly good. If I soul freeze, I stop 1, 2, 6 damage, and I heal a little bit more. And then I drain soul to kill the other 1. And then I play Loken, double get, go boom, boom, boom. And he's not gonna play Reno for another like 2 or 3 turns, so this play is actually really, really good. It heals me. I think it's actually fine. It stops me from taking 6 damage. It wasn't me and I gave you an easy out. It was not an easy out. Your play was still wrong. Like, we still die. Pick, coin, 4 mana clear. Like, it doesn't change anything. Then he just steals my Fizzle and has a 3/3 on the board and still threatens lethal. Like, I'm still almost dead regardless, and I have to wait 5 turns. It's just better to go next. How's your day been? My day's been pretty good. Some people say crazy stuff for no reason. Yikes. I mean, it happens. Would you ever consider doing matchup-specific content, either edits of a matchup or dedicated video with another creator? I mean, I do stuff with Rarn all the time. It's pretty fun. Give me a 15/15, or I guess a 6/12 would be adequate. Okay, we'll take that. He can't play Reno yet, so I mean, this is just pretty good. If he plays the one thing that does damage equal to the attack, like Keeper's Strength, I believe it's called. He can Keeper's Strength, I guess, but Still a lot of stats on board. If he can't kill off at least one of the 15/15s, he's dead. If he can't kill off 2 of them, then he's definitely dead. What do you think of Highlander Death Knight? I feel like when you play a class Highlander that doesn't have a Highlander card specifically, like Warrior has one, obviously Hunter has one, Paladin has one. If you're playing a Highlander deck that doesn't revolve around a card like that, it's just not very good. That's fine-ish. Can he kill it off? He can kill off one of them. Wait, he actually might live. Hold on. There's a moderate chance here that he's able to kill off everything. Well, okay, not everything. But the Divine Shield taunt minion might keep him alive for just long enough, because I can't hit him with double 15/15s. I could double trade my Speaker Stomper and look for like a Mortal Eradication or a Drain Soul or something. But that's kind of sick for him, not gonna lie. This will do 14 damage, which will wipe my board. Wheel of Death is not what I want to see, actually. Table Flip is fine. I can life tap Table Flip as well. I get to connect for 15 damage. Mortal Eradication is almost perfect. If I had had a reverb, it was perfect. But we'll just go Table Flip into smack this, go face for 15. Not exactly what I wanted, but next turn it can be Wheel of Death into Phantom into 2 15/15s. He can't play Reno this turn. He has to wait a turn before he can do that, so I feel relatively fine right now. I'm hoping to find Symphony of Sins, though, or Ziliax, or Sargeras, or even Fizzle as my last draw. The reasoning I've seen running Highlander cards in that Death Knight deck is it has a lot of individually good cards. I'm not saying that it doesn't have a lot of individually good cards. I just don't think that it's worth it. And I don't think that it's a good design if you can just like run Reno in a deck that has duplicates. Like in this deck, I don't like that Reno works in this deck. I don't like the ability for me to destroy my deck and then have Highlander. I think it should start at the beginning of the game and not automatically count. Please no. Oh. Yeah, I don't like how it works currently.
I must move quickly.
But it's fine. Like, Highlander can work in any deck because if you have a way of cheating out certain draws, if you only run a couple of duplicates, if you have a deck that destroys your deck so you automatically have Highlander, like Reno can work in just about anything. I don't know when you say Highlander, I don't know how hard you're committing to Highlander. Right, like is it a pure Highlander deck or is it a deck like that where, you know, it's got Reno in it, but it's only a Highlander after like turn 8 or 10 or whatever. I think Highlander's very good, and if you can figure out a way to make it work in your deck, it could be solid, but I don't think I like it to just like in general because it makes your deck inconsistent. I'll keep the wheel, I guess. It's kept a third of the time and has a really good win rate. I think I'd rather have it than not have it. I can coin it out maybe turn 7 and then play Reno or something. I don't 100% know. But this into this could be kind of sick. Have you seen the Fallout series yet? No, I have not. I do want to watch it. The problem is I don't really watch shows on my own because I'm playing games and editing and scripting and messaging people constantly. And then when I watch shows with my fiance at night when we eat dinner, it's usually just like a comedy or a reality TV show that she wants to watch. So I don't really watch shows that much, to be honest. Let's go fracking. Okay, against a rogue. Table flip might be a reasonable out. I think having a second table flip is fine. Mortal Eradication and Drain Soul are both really, really good cards though, but because I have Forge of Wills and I have the ability to fight for the board a little bit more, I don't think I need healing as much this game. I was thinking that a collab with a pro/creator to play and explain the plays and the intricacies of key meta matchups would be cool content, but if it just, well, I mean, that wouldn't be terrible, but the problem is I've got to get somebody who's pretty good at the game, and I've got to take the time to play a ton of matchups. And if we're both playing our hardest, like some matchups are gonna just be difficult. I don't know, I have, Another Forge of Wills is pretty sick, actually. But, what was I gonna say? I do like the idea in theory. The problem is with Hearthstone, if I'm gonna be totally honest, and I'm probably gonna make a video about this, it is literally no longer worth my time to try to do a bunch of interesting, cool, unique stuff. It simply is not. Because the amount of viewership that I get on this channel after 5-ish years of making content is already lower than my League of Legends channel in just about 6 months of making content. Like, it's wild the difference between two different games. And if I do want to try to keep doing this like long term,
Treasure ain't fit for a pirate.
what are you doing? Wait, how are you 0? Wait, what? Oh, my bad. I'm dumb. This makes sense. Are you gonna play it again? That's interesting. Luckily, this is still just active. I'll just play that and kill their board. I don't mind that. That's pretty good. I would have liked to have played another Forge of Wills so I could do something insane and just pop off, but anyway, the point is it's just not worth it with Hearthstone anymore. I don't see Hearthstone going up at any point. Fallout series is an absolute treat. I've heard like exclusively good things about it and I'm very excited to watch it. I do think that it's something that I will eventually put on the side and just finally watch it, because from everything I've heard, it sounds amazing. You want to make a meta deck to diamond, then which packs should I buy? I mean, most likely just buying the most recent packs makes the most sense. I think I have to just do this. Womp womp. This doesn't do enough damage to kill that off. I'll play another Forge of Wills next turn for 6 mana and then 3 extra mana. I don't know, maybe like a table flip to clear the board, maybe. And then after that, we coin out Wheel of Death, play a 15-15, get 2 15-15s, play Reno on 8, and then we should be fine because we have Ziliax on 9. The viewership thing I understand, but it's unfortunate. I just returned to Hearthstone after several years, and I'm really enjoying the game, but the content sphere is just really lacking for me. I mean, I think in terms of content, for fun content, Rarin has knocked it out of the park. I think that he's like completely shifted how Hearthstone content has been made. I think he's incredible. I would highly recommend watching him. In terms of like gameplay and educational content, I would say that I'm pretty high up there. Clark Hellscream also has some pretty good in-depth guides on like good content that helps you understand like how to play the game and everything. But yeah, it just like in the nicest way, I feel like, how do I explain this? We got Sargeras too. That's actually nuts. Also, table flip doesn't really do anything anymore. I don't really want to make an 8-2. I guess just hitting this is fine. Then we can play Forge of Wills. I don't really want to play this. 1 second. I'll continue on my rant in a second. I guess it's just that. I don't want to waste the coin because I need to use coin for Wheel of Death. And I'll get 2 15-15s next turn. Anyway. It just feels like it's like it's like a cartoon, right? Where there's like 2 people in a cartoon boat, like sitting across from each other, and then just a little hole pops up in the middle, and they're like trying to get the water out with a bucket, right? And that's what I feel like content creators in Hearthstone are basically doing at this point, where they're just like frantically trying to get rid of the water in their boat by getting rid of the, like, by using a bucket, and it's not, and it's not sustainable. Let's kill that, and then we'll kill this off. Don't be Doomsday or anything. Okay, it's fine. We'll kill off the Scorpion because I don't want him to bounce that back. And then we'll probably play Reno next turn into Ziliax for some healing. Hopefully the 15-15 lives. But no, yeah, Rarin's content is the best content out there for Hearthstone. Like, and this is coming from another content creator. It's just better than my stuff. It just is. Especially if that's the thing that you're trying to go for anyway. What do you think of Scamrogue Infinite Double Attack Ziliax? I think it's stupid. I think any deck or any card that is, like, elusive and stealth and then also just gets to double its attack, it feels awful. Like, it just feels like I can't play the game against it. Even if some board clears maybe kill it off, it's just so crappy to play against. Maybe I'm wrong about it. Maybe I'm overreacting, but I'm not a fan of the way that Ziliak's rogue plays. I don't like the fact I didn't like it in Demon Hunter either. When they played a 4-mana 5/7 that doubled its attack every turn and killed you by turn 6 if you didn't have an answer. Breakdance is kind of rough. They do get to kill at 15, but if they have to hit it even just one time, if they have to hit it and I heal 15, it's just GG. Even then we've got 30 damage here probably, right, to just win. Really like Rarin. I watch YouTube most for gameplay stuff. Game is just so old and new stuff has come along. Oh no. Wait, that's fine. This is literally just 30 damage. I don't know. The problem with Hearthstone is just that the power creep is so insane that games don't really feel like games anymore. So a lot of creators just didn't really have motivation to keep playing, and they switched games to things like Marvel Snap, or switched back to games they played in the past like Magic Arena, or just changed games completely to something like TFT, like Disguised Toasted a while ago. Although that had other issues. But yeah, I enjoy the game. I'll still play it a couple hours a day, but it's not worth like committing. Kind of hoping this is Pain Warlock because everyone keeps asking me like, why do you run wing welding? And it's literally for this matchup. But if we don't draw wing welding, then I'm gonna look like an idiot. How do you think they fix the speed of the game as it is now? Every time anybody asks me this question, I'm gonna answer the exact same. So if you've watched a video and you're like, hey, you already answered this before, literally increase the mana of pretty much every single card in the game by 1. I think literally increasing the mana cost of every single card in the game by 1 would legitimately be good for the game. Except for maybe a couple cards that like wouldn't function at a different mana cost. Like the gold, the 2-mana 2/3 that gives you a coin because it says other 2 costs. Like there are some weird interactions. I think I'd take Phantom because if I can draw Wheel of Death, getting a 15/15 out there is just insane. I don't think the other cards are as important. Reverb, maybe. It depends mostly on what deck they're going. That was my idea. Big fan from Brazil. Hey, how's it going? How does this deck work against Painlock? Basically, they fill a giant board, and then you wipe their giant board with Wing Welding because you're almost guaranteed to do not 8. Well, I guess you don't want to lose Wheel of Death, but you're almost guaranteed to do 8, 9, 10, or even 30 damage to basically their entire board. Also, this hand is not looking too good. Also, they have the coin, so if they want to coin out Doomkin first, they basically win the game. Going second this matchup is, I think, very advantageous for them if they have Doomkin, because they coin out Doomkin, and then they're able to get out Wheel of Death and stuff before me. Like, there's just a world that they can lock me out of the game. Which is fine. Unwarrior became more popular than Reno because it can actually beat Wheel Lock. I mean, I think there are several decks that can still beat Wheel Lock if you aggress them early enough, because they do take a little while to ramp up. If they don't get Forge of Wills into a Dark Alley Pact, their early game is extremely weak, as you can see from this game just right here. Like, you just need a lot of cards to go well, and if the other person has too much tempo, or you don't draw your Wheel of Death until later on in the game, which happens, luck of the draw, you can just lose a lot of games. Meta is just rock, paper, scissors right now? Yeah. Interesting. I don't know if I 100% like that, but I'm gonna play Speaker Stomper now, because I don't want them to coin out Doomkin, and if they can't coin out Doomkin, that actually, no, this is actually really, really good. We play Doomkin next turn, then they coin out Doomkin in response, then we're both at the same mana, and then I guess I just play Logan. Turn 5, don't do a thing. Doomskin steals empty mana crystals. Wait. I mean, I had to play this because it makes this coin impossible to play. We got another Doomkin. Hold on. Top deck Doomkin. Keep pressuring damage here. Make it harder for him to play the game. If you want more reliable wheel timings, run the 3-mana draw 2 and self-play when discarded. Or 3-mana draw 2 and then it plays when it gets discarded. That's fair. Wait, what? Oh, okay, fair enough. You don't coin out Doomkin. A little bit weird. Oh, okay, fair enough. Hold on. Let them cook. I'll take Fizzle. I think Fizzle's the best card of the ones given, so we'll just play Demonkin. What, do I play Fizzle next turn, or do I play, like, Sargeras? I could play Fizzle into, like, Loken. Actually, how many minions do I even have? I have no minions left in my deck. That's crazy. I do kind of want to play Fizzle here, but I don't want to play Fizzle after Wheel of Death. We'll just play Sargeras, it's fine. We have so much mana over him, he can't even play... He can't even play... Wheel or Sargeras or Reno yet. So I feel fine. I mean, I don't love it, but it's okay. Oh, shit! Wait. Oh, that's not Twisting Nether. He doesn't have enough mana to play that. There's a chance Symphony of Sins wins me the game, actually. I mean, there are multiple different cards that win me the game here if I get Symphony of Sins. +6 or deal 6. That's exactly 15, we win. One of us locks the other out of the game.